The story of Moses, a significant figure in biblical history, continues to captivate and inspire believers across generations. As we delve deeper into the life of Moses, we uncover a profound secret that holds the power to transform our faith. In this video, we will explore the hidden truths behind Moses' extraordinary journey and discover how they can ignite a transformative experience within our own lives. The Call of Destiny. Moses' life began with a divine call from God. In the quiet solitude of the wilderness, God revealed himself to Moses through a burning bush. This encounter marked the beginning of an extraordinary journey that would test Moses' faith, courage, and reliance on God's strength. Just like Moses, we too have a unique calling and purpose. By seeking God in the stillness, listening to His voice, and surrendering to His plans, we unlock the transformative power of embracing our own divine destiny. The power of obedience. Moses' obedience to God's instructions became the catalyst for miracles and deliverance. From confronting Pharaoh to leading the Israelites through the Red Sea, Moses' unwavering obedience showcased the power of God at work. Similarly, our faith journey requires obedience to God's commands, even when they seem unconventional or challenging. As we yield to His guidance, we open ourselves to experience His supernatural power and witness the transformation it brings. The wilderness experience. Moses' journey through the wilderness was a pivotal season of refinement, preparation, and spiritual growth. The wilderness represents a place of testing, where our faith is tried and refined. It is in this desert season that we learn to trust God's provision, rely on His strength, and surrender our self-reliance. Just as Moses emerged from the wilderness transformed, our own wilderness experiences can become transformative moments that shape our character, deepen our faith, and draw us closer to God. The Power of Intercession. Moses' role as an intercessor for the Israelites showcased the power of prayer and communion with God. His bold appeals to God's mercy and compassion led to divine interventions and the restoration of the people. Like Moses, we are called to be intercessors, standing in the gap for others and bringing their needs before the Lord. Through fervent prayer and intimate communion with God, we unleash the transformative power of intercession in our own lives and the lives of those we intercede for. Embracing humility. Moses' journey also teaches us the importance of humility. Despite his upbringing in Pharaoh's palace, Moses learned to embrace humility and recognize that true greatness comes from God alone. Through humble submission to God's will, we open ourselves to His transformative work in our lives. Humility allows us to surrender our pride, embrace God's plan, and experience the transformative power of His grace. Confronting fear. Moses' story is marked by moments of fear and uncertainty, from his initial reluctance to confront Pharaoh to the doubts and insecurities he faced along the way. Moses teaches us that faith triumphs over fear. As we confront our own fears and insecurities, we discover that God's presence and strength are more than enough to overcome any obstacle. By stepping out in faith, we open ourselves to a transformative journey that defies our fears and leads us to victory. Joshua 1-9, NIV. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Discovering God's provision. Throughout Moses' journey, God's provision was evident. From the manna in the wilderness to the water from the rock, Moses witnessed firsthand God's faithfulness to provide for His people. This teaches us to trust in God's provision, even in the most challenging circumstances. By relying on God's abundant provision, we open ourselves to a transformative experience where our needs are met, our faith is strengthened, and our trust in God deepens. Embracing forgiveness and redemption. Moses' encounter with God on Mount Sinai revealed the heart of God, full of compassion, forgiveness, and redemption. Despite the Israelites' disobedience and rebellion, God extended His forgiveness and offered them a path to redemption. Similarly, God's forgiveness and redemption are available to us today. By embracing his forgiveness and extending it to others, we experience a transformative journey of healing, restoration, and the fullness of God's grace. And he passed in front of Moses, proclaiming, the Lord, the compassionate and gracious God, slow to anger, abounding in love and faithfulness, maintaining love to thousands, and forgiving wickedness, rebellion, and sin. Yet he does not leave the guilty unpunished. He punishes the children and their children for the sin of the parents to the third and fourth generation. Exodus 34-6-7, NIV. Learning patience and trust. Moses' journey was marked by seasons of waiting and learning to trust God's timing. From the years in Midian to the 40 years in the wilderness, Moses' patience and trust in God were tested. As we encounter seasons of waiting in our own lives, we are called to exercise patience and trust in God's perfect timing. Through patient endurance and unwavering trust, we open ourselves to a transformative process where God's purposes are fulfilled in our lives. Overcoming self-doubt. Moses struggled with self-doubt and a sense of inadequacy when God called him to lead the Israelites. Yet, God assured Moses of his presence, his empowerment, and his faithfulness. In our own lives, we often face moments of self-doubt and feelings of inadequacy. But just as God equipped and empowered Moses, he equips and empowers us to fulfill our calling and embark on a transformative journey that surpasses our own limitations. Walking in God's miracles. Moses' journey was marked by numerous miracles and supernatural interventions. From the plagues in Egypt to the parting of the Red Sea, Moses witnessed the extraordinary power of God at work. Similarly, as we walk in faith and obedience, we open ourselves to God's miraculous intervention in our lives. By expecting and embracing his miracles, we embark on a transformative journey where his power is manifest and his glory is revealed. Embracing the Promised Land. For Moses, the Promised Land remained a distant dream, yet he remained faithful to lead the Israelites to its borders. Though he was unable to enter himself, his faith and obedience paved the way for future generations to inherit God's promises. In our own lives, we may face unfulfilled dreams and deferred promises. However, by embracing a perspective of faith and obedience, we participate in a transformative journey that impacts not only us, but also future generations. Seeking intimacy with God. Moses' intimate relationship with God was the foundation of his transformative journey. Through prayer, worship, and seeking God's face, Moses experienced the depth of God's presence and gained wisdom, strength, and direction. Likewise, when we prioritize intimacy with God, we unlock a transformative journey that deepens our relationship with Him, imparts His wisdom, and enables us to fulfill our purpose. Experiencing the promises of God. Throughout Moses' journey, God fulfilled His promises to the Israelites. From their deliverance from Egypt to the provision in the wilderness, God remained faithful to His covenant. Likewise, God's promises are available to us today. By embracing His promises, we embark on a transformative journey where His faithfulness is revealed, His blessings are experienced, and His purposes are fulfilled in our lives. For no matter how many promises God has made, they are yes in Christ. And so through Him, the amen is spoken by us to the glory of God. 2 Corinthians 1:20, NIV. Leaving a legacy. Moses' life left an indelible legacy that continues to impact believers today. His faith, leadership, and unwavering commitment to God's mission serve as an inspiration for generations. As we embark on our own transformative journey of faith, we are called to leave a lasting legacy that points others to Christ. By living a life of purpose, integrity, and faithfulness, we impact lives, inspire faith, and participate in a transformative work that extends beyond our lifetime. The secret of Moses is not merely a historical account, but a transformative revelation of God's faithfulness, power, and presence in our lives. By embracing the lessons from Moses' journey, we unlock the transformative power of faith, obedience, trust, forgiveness, and intimacy with God. May we embark on this transformative journey, allowing God to mold us, shape us, and use us for His glorious purpose.